Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is spank that like button before watching this, so it reaches a wider audience. Also, before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, Hawk and the Good. His channel is for MGTOW men looking for philosophy and purpose in today's soy society. The number one question guys ask me is how do I find meaning and purpose in life? And Hawken has you covered with politics and current affairs, mixed in from a male perspective. Visit his YouTube channel and see for yourself. Sponsor link is down below. And now on with the memes. Number one, this man ended his friend after their testes touched during a threesome. Maybe he was sexually repressed or something. I don't condone it, but I understand it. He probably he probably didn't think it was that accidental. Now he's going to prison where Drop the Soap Tyrone will be touching him. I guess that wasn't the smartest move after all, because now he's getting more of what he doesn't want. But then again, maybe that's what he really wants. Who knows? Moving on is a guy leaving his wife after she suggested that he cheat on her. So he got together with a female friend even though she said no friends. That female friend was only friends with him because she was waiting in the wings to seduce him and take him away from his wife. That's what women do. The soon-to-be ex-wife is going to lose her mind, and it's going to be his fault because he broke the rules, and she's going to demonize him for it. Number three, we have a guy asking his girlfriend if he can go to Hooters, and his wife says that you've got Hooters at home, and here they are. I'll take tiny over fat any day of the week. When she raised her shirt, he should have just said he's going there for wings. But to be fair, some of the most disgusting meals I've ever had were at Hooters. Also, seeing small ones is like opening up a birthday card with no money in it. Up next, Lizzo says she wants to become a supermodel. Doesn't she mean a supersize model? At the Waffle House, perhaps. But if she does become a model, the runway will take on a whole new meaning. Yes, a supermodel, yet another term that means nothing, as you can be fat and ugly and still be called that. When I read this for the first time, I thought she wanted to be a supermarket. My mistake. She probably figures if she just eats enough supermodels, she can gain their power. Number five, the writer Caitlin Clark says that people are more excited about the women's NCAA tournament more than the men's. This is men's response to her words. I wonder if the ticket sales and TV viewer numbers agree with Caitlin. Caitlin needs to wake up from her delusional dream that women in sports are going to take all the attention and money away from men in sports. Moving on, we have a Star Wars flop in the making, The Accolade. 500,000 dislikes on YouTube in only one day. I would say it looks fan-made, but that would be an insult to what the fans actually make. It looks activist-made. Maybe it's the Russian bots that are downvoting it. The costumes look so bad, like someone rejected them in a thrift shop. But 500,000. Those are rookie numbers. We have to pump those up. Number seven, imagine being such a male feminist simp like the guys in the background of this photo, promoting the idea that they should be banned. These crazy Karens have no idea that one day, when tyranny comes for them, the men will have left. How can they be this dumb? Up next, Leo got himself a new 19-year-old girlfriend this month. Cue the shaming and wailing from older women. They're mad because no woman has been able to divorce him and steal his earnings yet. The only way they'll be okay with his choice is if she's in her 30s with a muffin top and be run through for sports. He keeps getting older and they keep getting younger. I don't blame him. Have you seen what's available at his age? Here's Leo forever living the plot of the mannequin. Number 9, here's one of the women upset that Leo isn't dating her. This is an actual ad. Who would want to meet up with this purple-haired feminist? After all, in nature, bright colors indicate danger and poison. She even dyed her eyebrows purple. On top of that, this woman might actually have a twig and berries too. I wonder if the hair down there is purple as well. Is this really an ad sponsored by a meat shop near you? Moving on, being a pet owner is like being a sugar daddy according to this woman. You waste all your money keeping them happy, and all they do is look cute and give you attention sometimes. I'd rather have the money rather than having a sugar baby or a pet. But she's describing a cat and not a dog. But if I had to pick, I'd take the dog, because at least they're loyal. Check out this guy with his fur wife. He says happy fur wife, happy life. He'll give his last penny and breath for this overgrown rat, as he calls it. Number 11, housing affordability is getting out of hand. As Caroline here is sentenced to 20 years after she took over an old man's house, squatting in it after he passed away, stealing his money and trying to get rid of his remains. I'm sure many guys are wondering if she's already been released for good behavior yet. I'm sure that there are guys out there so thirsty that they can actually fix her. But if they try, their limbs will probably end up under the sink. Up next we have Up next we have Millicent. Would you date her even though she's wearing such tight tights on the tracks leading to Auschwitz? Sure, I'd date her if the train doesn't hit her first. I sure can't fix Millicent here. This is yet another one of those women doing the now famous nothing else to offer pose. In her case, nothing else is necessary. Number 13, if you want to know why Leo likes them young, maybe because their prefrontal cortex doesn't develop until they're 25. But he better hide this fact or the feminists will try and use it to raise the age of consent. Funny how they don't stop riding the carousel until that age of 25. It's like suddenly they become self-aware and seek out the first semi-decent beta simp that they can find to spend time with before divorcing him. But are we sure it's not 45 instead of 25? Moving on, we have a former Chelsea football star wanting a divorce after finding out the kids he raised for 16 years aren't even his. This is why we need mandatory paternity tests at birth. If it happens to someone like him, it can happen to any man. Women will shame a man and say he doesn't trust me if he wants a paternity test. Maybe women will stop doing things like this once Sharia law is implemented in the UK. His wife is a monster. Number 15, this girl was told that she could cover whatever topic she wanted by her teacher. But I really doubt that a student would create this presentation. With all the teachers being taken advantage of by their students, this is more likely to be a teacher's presentation. Tell me you're a sexually frustrated overweight teenage girl without telling me. Up next we have New Pork City handing out $53 million to illegals and prepaid credit cards. But they must promise to spend that money on food and baby supplies. Well, I guess as long as they promise to not spend it on anything else, everything will be fine. I wonder if homeless veterans are also getting prepaid debit cards. Welcome to a world full of UBI for illegals. I guess it's better than mugging the locals to survive. How does one become illegal? I'm just asking for a friend. Number 17 is an older woman saying she dates younger guys because she has a good time and a high sex drive. That guys her age can't keep up with her. She is just coping because the men her age want a younger woman. She looks like mutton dressed up like lamb. What she really has is a high nag drive, and women like this say they have a high sex drive to lure in the naive guys with their promises of plenty of poon. But they're usually dry as the Gobi Desert. Moving on, speaking of nagging, here's Taylor Swift, and she looks like she's nagging poor old Travis. Looks like new song material is loading here. She's probably saying, I make more money than you, so I say you're going to eat, and you're going to say thank you. Remember that if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. Or maybe she's saying, what do you mean? I'm not thick. Imagine being publicly yelled at by her like this. Number 19, which would you prefer? A 20-year-old out of shape woman or a 35-year-old that's in shape, but who's had many boyfriends? The one on the left can still lose weight, but she probably won't. How about just be alone instead and save your resources for yourself? The one on the left, the shape she's in, you couldn't even donate her body to science fiction. I think that these days the more relevant question is, do you prefer your women with or without a penis? Up next is Kirsten Dunst, and it looks like Spider-Man is going to have a hard time swinging around with her. She's hot, like hot bacon crisping in the barbecue. I still think she looked better as a redhead. Just like Skeletor, I think that I would. Number 21, Mia Khalifa retired from spicy content back in 2015. She got engaged, married, divorced, and became a feminist, as well as a career coach and relationship expert. But in 2024 went back to Lonely Fools. Being a 304 doesn't appear to be a phase. It appears to be forever. How did she become a relationship expert after getting divorced, though? She can never really be in an ordinary relationship ever again. No normal man would actually ever want to be with her. Moving on, feminism is so bad in Korea, with the women there going their own way from Korean men, so the Korean men are marrying Japanese women instead. So geomaxing is now happening in East Asia as well. Looks like the passport bros need to scratch South Korea off their lists. At this rate, in 75 years, there will only be 4 million people in South Korea, compared to around 55 million today. Looks like no country is immune to female nature. Number 23, many of the smart young people are failing and becoming beach bums or unemployed. But the average people are succeeding. It's always been that way. The dumb people take stupid risks without thinking of the consequences, and oftentimes simply get ahead by following the herd. It can also be summed up as hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Maybe the smart people have also figured out that working hard still won't allow them to buy a house. Up next is Denise, and she says that if she really was a bad person, then why didn't her dog file a police report on her? That means he must have liked it. It's a dog, Einstein. It can't file a police report because it doesn't have opposable thumbs. Saying this sort of dog pill talk is just about her trying to get as much attention as she can. She knows animals can't consent. She's just trolling. Number 25 and the last one is an oldie but a goodie. It perfectly captures the state of male and female relations these days. The oppression accusation is to mask the fact that females are the modern day leisure class. These same women say they don't need no man even though men maintain all the infrastructure. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Give this video a thumbs up to help it reach more viewers. If you want the memes I can't show you on YouTube, then subscribe over on my X account, where I post them ahead of time. Link is below. Also remember, I make these for free, so donate what you can at the PayPal and Subscribestar links below for more content like this. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.